Post your work on social media, auntie. Post your work. Nobody else will do that for you. Post your work. Let people see your work. Let people see your creations. Hi, babes. Welcome back. So this is episode 2. I pray we have more episodes because if there's no engagement on this one, episode cancelled. Nah, I'm joking. All right. Welcome to another episode of Gist with Teasy. Okay, so today we're talking about you promoting your work as a baker. So, from what we ended at Gist, I came back online to start posting. Even though I'd started doing cake, I just come today, post one video, and that is all. So I just come today, post one video and disappear. Post one picture and disappear. I didn't have idea of how to leverage on social media, how to promote my business. I just thought it's like, the way you come and post your picture of yourself and you go and come back maybe 3 years after. Not posting my cakes on social media actually cost me a high-paying wedding cake order. Yeah, I learned the hard way, and that's why I'm doing this so that you don't learn this kind of lessons, because I've gone through it, and guy, oh boy, it's painful. So let me start with the gist. So what actually happened was an event planner contacted me for a bride. So apparently she saw my post on Facebook. I didn't know how that happened. So she saw my contact on Facebook and wanted to make inquiries, and I want a bride to use my brand. Of course, she wanted me to do the cake. And I think the cost of that cake at that time was like 450. Now 450 at that time was huge money. Huge. I was surprised, like, oh, these people even look at this kind of small brand. I think at that time I had 1,000 followers on Instagram. My Facebook was about 500 followers. But I was so happy that she was convinced enough to, with some of the pictures I posted, to know that I'll be able to deliver. Now I was so happy, and I started sending her pictures. I could not imagine that someone like that could contact me. And I noticed that she has a lot of followers, so I was happy. We've already had a conversation going, but little did I know that I was not posting well. I didn't know. I post today, come back 4 days time, until we almost got to a point of payment, and the bride said she wanted to see the baker, like the list of vendors they are using. And you will not believe that the social media page that was covering that wedding was Bella Niger. Yes. Guy, it got to that point, and the bride said she doesn't want any vendor that does not have huge following on Instagram. We've gotten to a point of almost payment. Can you even imagine what I went through at that time? I thought it was a joke. I told her that I can speak with the bride directly, that I can do this cake, that is an easy, it was even a simple cake design. It was not something even difficult. That was even the most painful part of it. It's not something that I need to go abroad to go and learn the design and then come back and do it. It was very simple. It was a pre-tiered, just minimal flour and all. But I think I and myself and the small job vendor, the bride didn't use us. So that was where the huge lesson started from. That made me start showing up for my business on Instagram, because I was heartbroken. I didn't believe it's for real. I thought it's like play. Maybe 2 or 3 days later, she'll be able to say, okay, let's use that. My dear, the bride didn't even look back, and she didn't even take it twice. And that was how they ended up, using another baker. You know what? The only thing I did was I had to follow, because one of the major things I do on social media, I'm not there for competition. I go there to learn a lot of lessons. One of the things I did that really helped me come out of that phase was I followed the event planner. I followed her back to back until that wedding is over. I really wanted to see the baker they use, and eventually I saw the baker was Stan, and I saw that yes, that particular baker always shows up for her business. Instagram page is filled with a lot of fine cake pictures, and she's always showing her behind the scene. That was where the first lesson came out from, guys. That's why even though when I'm tired, I still have to go to that place to post. Because I read it from one of these social media coaches online, when the person mentioned that Your social media handle is your shop. If you're running an online business and you don't post that day, it automatically means you didn't open your shop that day. So if someone is coming to scroll, checking your Instagram page, and your last post is 8 days, which means you've not opened your shop for 8 days, that eats me like, oh really, that's how it is. Because I never thought of it that way, because I just felt online, you're just posting pictures. I didn't know how relatable that was until it happened. So after then, I started posting, showing up for my business, even though on days that I'm crying, I'm still going to post. So that posting continuously actually helps me grow my followers. I didn't even know the benefits, as in the advantages of posting. Helped me increase my followers. I posted one reel 2 years ago that took me from 5,000 followers to 15,000 followers in 1 week. If you go to my Instagram page right now, that view is on 1.5 million views. That particular video gave me 10K followers in 5 days. So what if I did not post that picture or that video? What if I ordered that video? What if it's lying there in my gallery? So you don't know the content that is going to go viral. You see all these content creators, sometimes they don't even know the particular video content that will go viral. They just make video back to back. Let's take a cue from this particular. There's one movie that trended a week ago or two or now, but you see, from what I read from that particular movie, even the producers themselves, they just did it as their usual videos they usually do, but at the end of the day, it got them 20 million views. Do you know what that means? 20M. Guys, please don't take your social media handles for granted. For a small business owner, that is all you got. That is all you've got. That is where you're going to meet top clients. And I know that you might be ashamed though. I know it happens. Oh, I don't have a good phone. Whatever you have, make do. I started posting then. I was using an Itel phone from Itel apps. I went to use Samsung. I bought a Samsung phone. From Samsung, I started using iPhone. I've used iPhone this, I've used iPhone that, I've used iPhone whatever, to the iPhone I'm using now. But guess what? I got all those phones from the proceeds of my business. So if you don't start right now, and you're saying you're using Nokia 3310, right? And you're thinking, oh, where will I get money? It's from that business you get money to improve. The more you grow. But if you're not starting now, I don't know what else to say. So, till I see you in my next video, and come and do many more gists. Bye.